Hello and welcome to my latest video. In today's video I am going to be using and reviewing Nailene's Salon Acrylic kit. Now I normally go to a nail salon and get my acrylic nails done, and I wanted to try it out at home for myself. So it's just a home kit which I purchased on eBay. Let me change screens and I'll show you what I picked up, how much it cost me, and then I will go into actually applying the nails in this video, and hopefully you'll be able to see the finished product at the end if I don't kind of decide that, you know what, I'm not going to do this because it's just too frustrating. So we'll see how easy it is to apply, and yeah, so let me go and change my screen, so bear with me. Let me just go, let's go to this screen. So so this is the actual kit that I picked up from eBay. This cost me $9.99 for this little kit. I will open up the lid so you can see what comes in it. So you've got like a buffer block type thing. You've got like the little nail brush, nail file. Down the edge here, like you've got like the cuticle stick, and then you've got the primer, acrylic liquid, the acrylic powder, and this little pot is what you put your acrylic liquid into, so that because basically you can't, once you've poured out the acrylic liquid into the pot and you've been using it and dipping your brush into it, you can't put it back in. So they suggest in the instructions, because they did actually include some instructions with it, in the instructions they do say that it's best to pour a little bit into the pot while you're using it. I wasn't actually sure whether any tips would actually come with this kit, but there were some tips included. They included some of the natural kind of looking tips. Now all these tips are numbered on the back side, so you can kind of see what size you've got, so you can, when you're matching up your nails, you can kind of grab them. It wasn't pre-sorted like this. I did actually take the time and actually sort out the nails, and they also included some like white tips as well. Now I'm probably not going to use the ones that have actually come with the kit, because I did purchase some separate ones on their own. I kind of liked this shape and style, although they're kind of similar to like the natural kind of ones in there. They're just slightly different around the edges, which I can show you. I'll get one out and show you what I mean, because let me just see. They all do come numbered, and those numbers are actually on the nails on the inside as well, like the nail tips. So I'll show you what I mean. So you see, whereas this edge is kind of more rounded, on the ones that they've included in the box, I'll show you a little side to side. So I kind of prefer those ones. Those are the ones I'm used to seeing in like the nail places I go to. I don't generally see that kind of style, so that is why I've just taken that out of 7. So there we go, goes in there. So that is that's basically what I decided to do. So I got some tips. The tips cost me £3. I want to say like £3.98. They may have been cheaper than that. There are 500 nail tips here in the various different sizes. As you can see, each bag is numbered. There we go. Each bag is numbered with the size of the nail, so that I could actually put all of those in the little box actually. So and I probably will end up doing that. I also got a acrylic nail cutter as well, because although I've got a nail cutter at home, I haven't got one that would do like the like the straight edge. And I picked that up for about £2 as well. So in total, it cost me about £16 for that kit. So I'm not going to mess around too much. I am going to just stop the video here. I'll restart it once I've gotten to the point where I'm just about to try and apply, so that you can see. I am going to pre-sort the nails, and then I will show you how I kind of search for it, because I'm sure you don't want to see me kind of sizing up my nails for a couple of minutes. So I'm going to just turn the camera off here, get ready, and then restart it. Okay, so while I was sorting my nails out, like checking the sizes, I've also prepared my nails as well to make sure I've got no nail polish on them. I've pushed my cuticles back like they have asked in the instructions. The bits and pieces that I've got to do are the primer and like kind of take the shine off of my nails as well. So I'll show you how I've ended up sizing these up. So you can see I've kind of put it out in 2 sets for both my hands. So with the tips, when you're applying, what you're looking at is making sure that the edges of your nail, I don't think that's focusing too well, the edges kind of match up so that they're not like overlapping, so that it's just like a nice fit. And that's what you're basically looking for. Let me just see if I can show that. No, it's not going to focus properly. But yeah, so that is what I've done. So I've done that for each of my nails. I've ended up using 5 different sizes, which I think that's pretty normal. This nail here, I did actually have to adjust slightly, because there was either one that was too small, or there was one that was kind of too big. So I've kind of adjusted and just used a nail file just on the edges, and a couple of kind of like brush strokes, and that one will fit nicely. So yes, I'm going to get on and buff my nails, do the primer, and get to attaching the tips. So I will be back in a minute. Okay, so I have kind of taken the shine off of my natural nail. That's what I was doing with the camera off. Now I've got to put 2 coats of primer on, and it says let it dry for 45 seconds. So I'm going to do that. What I will do is I will show me doing it and just quicken up this section of the video. So yeah, so that it doesn't just get too long. Applying the tips. I've got just a nail glue. You can get one of these for most kind of false nail kits. This is one I had left over from a Primark set of false nails, so I'm just going to use that. But you can buy like a nail glue in, like, say, like your local chemist or pharmacy or whatever, wherever you go to go and get your nail bits and pieces. So I'm gonna just apply the tips. I probably am going to quicken this section up, just because I don't want the video to be too long. So I'm just going to go away again and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I have been struggling to apply the tips, so I went out quickly and got a new glue, Elegant Touch glue. It's meant to be like a strong bond one, so hopefully that's going to help. I'm going to try it again. Actually on now. Let me see if I can get that centered. There you go. So you can see the tips are on. I need to cut these down because there's no way I can keep them that long, and then it'll be applying the actual acrylic with ease of actually putting them on. And once I changed the glue, they seem to go on really absolutely fine. I probably need a bit more practice at it because I can see like there's a couple of air bubbles and things like that in there on some of them. I don't know whether the camera's actually picking them up. So that will kind of that could kind of affect how long they actually stay on for, because anywhere where like any water or liquid or anything like that can get into them, they're not going to stay on for as long as they could. So I am going to get these cut down to a length and probably shape them while I'm off camera. Now, I'm not going to do too much to the shape. I am going to keep them kind of at like the square shape. I do like to have them like in the oval shape sometimes, but this time around I'm just going to go for plain, just give them a bit of a cut and give them a bit of a shape. So I'm going to go do that now. So I've shaped my nails and cut them down to the length I want them to be. I've kept them quite short actually. I probably could have gone a little bit longer. That's probably a little bit shorter than I would normally have them if I was doing them and having someone do them for me, but I've got to kind of bear in mind I've got to be able to use both hands when I'm doing this. So I did go for quite a short cut, but that's okay. I'm quite happy with that length. Anyway, so we're at the stage where I've actually got to apply the acrylic now. I may only show you one or two nails and then go on to finish the complete set, just because I want to show you what it looks like at the end. I don't know how long this is going to take me at all. It actually smells quite strong, the acrylic, so I might actually just open up a window. I didn't need to open up a window earlier when I was using the primer and stuff, but for this I'm actually going to do that. So if you bear with me, when I turn the camera back on, I'm going to get on with starting a couple of nails. I'll probably start off with like my right hand, like to actually do my right hand, because I'm actually right-handed, so I'm normally better with my left. So I'm kind of like, if I do my right hand first, that way hopefully when I get to my left, doing my left hand, it makes sense to me in my head anyway. Anyway, I'm just going to open up a window quickly and I will get back to doing the acrylic. Right, so I've actually opened up a window, so that's good. I would probably suggest you do the same. It is quite a strong smell if you are planning on doing this for yourself. Yeah. Anyway, instructions say to dip the sculpting brush in the acrylic liquid, wipe off the excess liquid on the side of the dish. Sorry, I'm reading from the instructions, that's why I'm looking down. And then place the tip of the sculpting brush into the acrylic powder and slowly drag across the small until a small ball of acrylic forms. Sounds straightforward. I'm actually really nervous about this bit because yeah, I don't know. I don't think we want the brush too wet, so I will just dip it in first of all, and then I don't know. Oh, that's quite a large amount of acrylic. Okay, so now I've got to place this on. I don't know. Do you know what? I'm going to start with my thumb because that looks like that's quite a lot of acrylic. So I'm meant to place it here somewhere. And apparently it should kind of level itself out. I'm not sure it will. I'm going to clean up my brush while it does this. And apparently you want the brush quite dry, so let's see what we can do with this. I didn't really put it in the center, if you get what I mean. I think that was quite a big ball of acrylic. I don't think you want it this thick, if I'm honest. So I'm just going to try and do what I can to kind of level that out a bit. Because at one end it should be kind of thin, like if that makes sense. Ah. It's going to take me forever, this. Absolutely forever. I don't know whether you can see that, but can you see like how much I've put on there? So I'm actually trying to even it out. I think I'm doing an okay job though. Sorry, I've gone really quiet because I'm trying to sort this out, because I think I used a little bit too much acrylic. But it's good for me to show you this, right? If you're actually seeing it. Because then you can see where I'm going wrong and you can do it right. Because you see, I've got quite a big lump there that I don't want there. Because you're meant to just keep... You're meant to add the acrylic balls. I might actually have to turn on a light so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. That's starting to look a bit better actually. I'm not necessarily happy about that big bump there. I don't know if you can see that. I can show you. There's a bit of a bump here, right by the cuticle, right there. But I'm actually quite happy. I think for the next now, hopefully, what will happen is I won't be that silly and put that much on there. That's why I ended up deciding to do my thumbnail, because I saw the amount that was on the brush and I was like, actually, I don't think I want that amount on there. Anyway, I am gonna try and just carry on and sort this now out. I will come back once I've done it. Right, so that is my first now done. My camera isn't picking that up great. I have switched the light on, but you can see it's not perfect, but I'm actually pretty happy with that. It needs to be tidied up. I'm going to let the acrylic dry. I'm going to get on and do the rest of my nails and show you what they look like once I'm done. But yeah, on this one I kind of worked out, I kind of started off with too much acrylic on my brush in the first place, and then it was just kind of trying to fix that and trying to move it around and, you know, even it out a bit. But overall, really happy with that. I'm actually able to touch it right now, which is good. I'm going to get on and do the rest of my nails. There we go, because they're not done yet. But yeah, overall quite happy. I think once it's tidied up and I've gotten rid of like a bit of the excess around the edge, because I've got it like all underneath here, and I think I need to tidy that up a bit. But yeah, a little bit messy. But yeah, pretty happy with that at the moment. So I have completely finished. I'm trying to show you my hands. There you go. I've completely finished my nails now. I have got no colour on them. I haven't put a gel polish or anything like that on them at all. As you can see, hopefully, there are some like flaws with them, and you can see like the tips underneath, so I would definitely be putting a colour on, and I will be doing that. I just want you to see what they look like at the end of them. Now I'm actually pretty happy with them for a first attempt. I will include a photo at the end of what they look like once I've put a colour on them and stuff like that. There are a few flaws, but that's probably more down to my application than anything. Would I say it was easy to do? Considering it was the first time I've done like acrylic nails, I would say it's fairly. Once you get the hang of it, it will be like really straightforward. So overall, do I like the product? Yes, I do. I definitely want to keep trying it, but I'm the type of person that likes doing her nails. Like I always do it. I always put a colour on my nails. I'm always changing my colours of my nails. So sitting down, and it's taken me a long time. I'm going to tell you now, it is 9 o'clock at night and I started these at about 6. So it's taken me a few hours. I've had a couple of hiccups along the way, but overall I've really enjoyed doing it. As you can see, I don't know if you can actually pick that up on the camera, some of it there, that is my application, which is just really rubbish. So but overall I will definitely try it again. I've enjoyed using the product, and I think I probably will keep going and keep trying it. Anyway, I'm going to go. Like I said, I will put a photo somewhere in the video to show you the finished nails, and I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Have you actually tried this kit out? Have you got any tips for getting better at it? If you have, leave a comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!